French Gothic architecture is a style of architecture prevalent in France from 1140 until about 1500. Sequence of Gothic styles. France. The designations of styles in French Gothic architecture are as follows: Early Gothic, High Gothic, Rayonnant, Late Gothic, a flamboyant style. These divisions are effective but still set grounds for debate, because the lengthy construction of Gothic cathedrals could span multiple architectural periods, and builders in each period did not always follow wishes of previous periods. Dominant architectural style often changes throughout a particular building. Consequently, it is often difficult to declare one building as a member of a certain era of Gothic architecture. It is more useful to use the terms to describe specific elements within a structure, rather than applying them to the building as a whole. Gothic styles. Early Gothic. This style began in 1140 and was characterized by the adoption of the pointed arch and transition from late Romanesque architecture. To heighten the wall, builders divided it into four tiers: arcade, gallery, triforium, and clerestory. To support the higher wall, builders invented the flying buttresses, which reached maturity only at High Gothic during the 13th century. The vaults were six-ribbed sexpartite vaults. High Gothic. This 13th century style canonized proportions and shapes from early Gothic and developed them further to achieve light, yet tall and majestic structures. The wall elevation was modified from four to only three tiers: arcade, triforium, and clerestory. Piers coronations were smaller to avoid stopping the visual upward thrust. The clerestory windows changed from one window in each segment hole in the wall to two windows united by a small rose window. The rib vault changed from 6 to 4 ribs. The flying buttresses matured, and after they were embraced at Notre Dame de Paris and Notre Dame de Chartres, they became the canonical way to support high walls, as they served both structural and ornamental purposes. The portal sculpture of Burgundy integrates classical, literary elements with its 13th century Gothic style. In Auxerre, two such examples of sculptures are upon the Cathedral of Saint-Étienne depicting Hercules, a satyr, and a sleeping faun. The Chartres-Reims Cathedral's north transept illustrates the biblical tale of David and Bathsheba. The Sens Cathedral's Coronation of the Virgin reflects a similar relief cathedral on the Notre Dame in Paris, and was created in a workshop that made minor contributions to Spanish Gothic architecture. Notable structures. Early Gothic. Sens Cathedral, Lyon Cathedral, Toul Cathedral, the west facade of Chartres Cathedral, Notre Dame de Paris, the east end of the Abbey Church of St. Denis, Notre Dame of Laon. High Gothic, the main body of Chartres Cathedral, Amiens Cathedral, Notre Dame de Paris, Bourges Cathedral, Rayonnant, the nave of the Abbey Church of St. Denis, Reims Cathedral, Sainte-Chapelle. Late Gothic, the north tower of Chartres Cathedral, the rose window of Amiens Cathedral, the west facade of Rouen Cathedral, Church of St. Maclou, Rouen, the north facade, south facade, and south porch of the Church of Notre Dame de Louviers, the south transept of Beauvais Cathedral, Notre Dame de Caudebec-en-Caux, the north transept of Évreux Cathedral, Notre Dame de la Rapine. In addition to these Gothic styles, there is another style called Gothic Méridional. This style is characterized by a large nave and has no transept. Examples of this Gothic architecture would be Notre Dame de la Morgue in Narbonne, Sainte Marie in Saint Bertrand de Comminges, Church of the Jacobins in Toulouse. Secular buildings. Many examples of secular structures in Gothic style survive in fairly original condition. The Palais des Papes in Avignon is the best complete large royal palace and parts of the famous Conciergerie.
Former Palace of the Kings of France in Paris. The house of the wealthy early 15th century merchant Jacques Coeur in Bourges is a classic Gothic bourgeois mansion, full of the asymmetry and complicated detail beloved of the Gothic revival. The living and working parts of many monastic buildings survive, for example at Mont Saint-Michel.